Well, welcome to the sidelines, everybody. A lot of action down here tonight. Man, that was a quick half, fellas. But really pleased to be joined with Mike Lay here from the Knights of Columbus. Mike's been a frequent guest on the sidelines. Mike, welcome.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me back. It's always good to be here, Nick.
Well, really appreciate Knights of Columbus involvement with Redeemer Radio, the sponsorship. You know, both organizations are pretty much very similar in that Catholic nature. Tell us a little bit about your role with the Knights of Columbus.
So I'm a field agent for the Knights of Columbus and have been for 5 years, and my primary goal is to protect families against financial devastation with the unexpected death or disability of the breadwinner. And it's been a great opportunity, a great blessing to be doing that.
So, you know, insurance obviously is very important, and, you know, from a Catholic perspective, talk a little bit about how that all folds in together.
Well, so the Knights of Columbus is a Catholic organization. It's for Catholics, by Catholics, and we take our mission very seriously. We don't invest any of our premium dollars that would jeopardize our Catholic faith. Every penny that we invest is invested in strict accord with the Catholic Church. And that's what helps distinguish and make the Catholic difference for the Knights of Columbus.
So you've got to have a good job going out and visiting our fellow Catholics and helping them out.
I got the best gig in town. Absolutely. I meet hundreds of great families every year. I'm watching their children grow up. Being around for 5 years, I'm seeing their kids growing, and it's a lot of fun, and it's awesome. These families are just wonderful people. I got the best membership in the nation, that's for sure.
So you were telling me a little bit ago about the giving arm of the Knights of Columbus, and probably a lot of people think, oh, the Knights of Columbus, good insurance, good products, and stuff like that. But really, when you invest, when you purchase something through that to protect yourself, that money goes a long way, right?
It goes an exceptionally long way. Last year in 2017, we gave $185 million to charity. Other companies can't do that. They don't do a fraction of what we do. And that's, after we pay dividends, after we pay claims. We gave millions to disaster relief, humanitarian relief projects. Our Culture of Life program is going to have 1,000 ultrasound machines placed in women's pregnancy centers by the end of this year. So that's what we do with your premium dollars.
Wow, that's unbelievable. That's got to be a great feeling.
1,000, and I don't know what those costs are. They're several thousand a piece, but there's one in every state. They're down in the Caribbean. They're down in Mexico. They're all over this portion of the world. And you know as well as I do, if a mother hears her baby's heartbeat, the chance of her choosing life for her child is increased exponentially. And that's what the Knights of Columbus does for people, in addition to providing financial benefits in the case of a death.
That's wonderful. So tell me a little bit about, Redeemer Radio. And, I know that your family has been involved with other charitable organizations around town too.
Sure.
And but your relationship with Redeemer Radio and what that means to you.
Well, it's all about evangelization. We have Snyder families listening right now. We have people that are tuning in that aren't connected. They're just listening. And the evangelization aspect of it to me is so important, because we are losing Catholics they're falling away in droves. And the way that the world is today with all the turmoil and all the conflicts in that, it's a nice place to have a safe haven where you can just listen, and just absorb into it, whether it's sports or whether it's any of the other great programming. It's just a great vehicle to just sit there and relax and just listen to what the Lord is saying. And my hope is that people can start coming back to the church with it.
That's neat. And we really appreciate your involvement, Mike, the sponsorship that the Knights of Columbus have with Sponsor Spotlight. And so, folks, if you're out there and you're needing some insurance protection or you just need some financial advice, I recommend picking up the phone and giving Mike Lay a call. You can look him up, Knights of Columbus here in Fort Wayne. Mike, thank you so much for being with us.
Always good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this has been Nick Gray down on the sidelines for the Sponsor Spotlight. Tonight's guest was Mike Lay with the Knights of Columbus.